Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take a look here at Solana, see what's going on. Solana is not anything amazing right now. Simple way to understand it, we have this normal ascending channel. It's running semi-concurrent with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is technically outperforming Solana, and Solana is kind of slowly recovering. So just keep in mind the sell-off here is based on Bitcoin retracing to sweep its local area of liquidation, which is just that last 24-hour significant area between 88,000 and 90,000. The reason why that's relevant here is because Solana's pulling back with it. Hasn't established any lower lows, which is good. We have our local point of control at this 142. Hypothetically, we should see a recovery or a bounce from here because we do have this area of confluence at 142 to 145. Let's talk about the back-end liquidation levels first, kind of get started. And before we do, I just ask you to hit the like button, folks. Do that every single time you watch the video. It's not that hard. Just click that link and we'll be good to go. Hopefully help get you this more, keep this consistency, flowing. So if you appreciate what I do, I appreciate you doing that. All right, so take a look here at liquidation. 140 is that local low. So wouldn't be surprised we do see that area hit just based on the simple fact that market makers are very, very good about sweeping those areas of liquidation, and that's where a lot of late longs are. So just note that exists. It doesn't mean it's going to happen or a guarantee, but it's a higher likelihood just based on the simple fact that Bitcoin is kind of pulling back to sweep its local areas of liquidation. Okay, and this is actually a heavier concentration than Bitcoin has, so I wouldn't be surprised we see that little bit of retracement. So just be mindful that that exists. We can recognize too from a macro perspective, outside of 140, there's not a tremendous amount of heavy concentrations of liquidation. We can see 155 as a secondary most amount, but that's not like a super massive area. We can see, however, there's a lot more shorts than longs in the market for Solana right now. So it does imply that a further downside would make sense just based on people still trying to short this coin. And with Bitcoin pulling back, maybe in light of the summit here tomorrow, the crypto summit, there's a decent chance that we see further correction from this coin, in addition to also mainly Bitcoin. Okay, so my hope is that Bitcoin pushes a little higher sometime later today, and we can short that 92 to 95K range. Between now and then, it's safe to presume, though, that Bitcoin is losing its momentum. It's starting to top out and probably likely to come back down to the 86, 88K range. And again, I'm sure you're probably rolling your eyes right now. Why the hell does this guy always talk about Bitcoin and Solana videos? What's wrong with this guy? I got news for you, folks. Solana is essentially just a little puppy compared to the big dog Bitcoin right now. And it's literally following everything it does almost to a T. And the problem is it's pulling back twice as hard as Bitcoin when it does. And there's that correlation that you could say that's poorly paired right now. What you want to do is find good opportunities, good trades, where the altcoin is actually outperforming Bitcoin and pulling back less than Bitcoin is. For example, yesterday we took a long on Chainlink, 30%. That coin was looking awesome. I do send out trade alerts so you kind of know specifically why that is the case, but it had a really perfect type of structure that Solana doesn't have right now. So again, just give me perspective on what to look for. Right now, Solana is not exuding any amazing magical qualities right now. If you're seeing something, you're just reaching, really. That's a simple way to understand it. Granted, I haven't fully evaluated this yet. There could be some outliers today, but there's not really much to note here with this coin until we get over that 160 barrier. That's just my personal opinion. I mentioned this yesterday. Don't take any longs. I mentioned that to my community. No longs until we break above that threshold. Because you can see some confluence here. The 20-day SMA hanging out there. We got our 0.618 fib level. Our previous low of 160, now the new potential high. So you want to erase this here from your mind and recognize that that happened because of one tweet online from a president. Okay. The sustainability of that long term may be viable, but for right now, the market is not really giving us a tremendous amount of good opportunities. So why waste your time on a coin that's pretty much just stuck on stupid? Just throwing it out there. It doesn't mean this coin can't still shine later. I still have a pretty big spot bag for this coin too, so I'm not discrediting this coin. Just put it that way. Anyways, I have to say that sometimes because some people get their butts hurt, and it's unfortunate, but it happens. So don't attach yourself emotionally to any type of coin. You'll be a lot better off. Trust me on that. Anyways, from the daily perspective, we're still not great. We're above our moving average. That's really the only consolation. We have a slight convergence on the MACD, but these are not things you attach yourself to. There's no reason to see the price shoot up from here unless Bitcoin can literally sustain 90,000 or higher and or break 100,000. We're really just going to be stuck in this type of rinse and repeat, this consistent reset for Solana until Bitcoin can successfully remove its head from its ass. All right, that's just kind of the general consensus here. We are up above both moving averages, or tentatively holding at that level. Again, this kind of speaks to this 142 to 145 support range that we're in right now. So hypothetically, we see a bounce from here on Solana, but that requires Bitcoin to run back towards 90,000+. So please note that. We're right here at 50 on the RSI, generally not a good place to consider a trade because it cannot figure out which side of the tracks it wants to be on. Stochastic swinging down, MACD's diverging, nothing here that is good. There's absolutely nothing that's positive. Ichimoku Cloud is kind of giving us some potential breakout potential. That's funny. What I mean by that is we're trying to break above the cloud here, this 145. So hypothetically, we close 146, 147 or higher today, and Bitcoin is maintaining its range of 89 to 90,000. Then I think there's a decent chance we see a further upside. But this is nothing like super monumental or amazing. Generally, when I see this kind of trash, in other words, things are kind of compressing, we're at this indecisive type of situation, you want to avoid trading altogether. Bitcoin's in one of those positions right now. It swept its upper level liquidation as expected in the 92K range. It's been since pulling back. And at this point right now, with all this fundamentals on the horizon tomorrow, you're generally better off sitting on the sidelines. Because when you have this transition of the price action, it hits its upper resistance range. You can either short the top, or since we missed that opportunity, we wait for a better long in the 86K range. Same thing here with Solana. Maybe best to wait for the 138 to 140 range. All right. Again, different strategies, different scenarios, but when the charts give you trash, you generally don't trade. And what we're seeing right now is trashy charts, okay? Simple as that. So that's kind of where we're at there. I hope this made sense. I described it correctly. Sorry if I offended you at all, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you check out Bitunix too, folks, before you go. No KYC or VPN required. Between now and March 14th, there's an awesome deposit reward bonus. And of course, there's going to be a Twitter, Telegram, and Discord playout chart that's available for you. So pick your poison, whichever one works best for you. Those are available for you. That'll be there for you now because I provide those before I upload my videos. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you again soon. Take care.